So hands at the top of the mat, bring your forehead to the mat, relax your hips towards your heels. Knees can be separated if you want. You're just going to relax and focus on breathing. So I will demonstrate, and I always cue, verbal cue. So on occasion I will come up to look to see what everyone's doing, to make sure they're okay. And I do, as you know, Kimberly, I do need to see what you're all doing, so that I can teach you to your level and whatever you need for your yoga. So I'm going to go quiet. I want you to focus on your breathing. So just listen to an inhale, relax on your exhale, allow your head to come closer to the mat, your chest, and just relax. Take these few moments in child's pose to really bring yourself to be present on the mat for you and for your yoga. So inhale, be aware of your exhales. Take a deep inhale. On an exhale, walk your hands over to the right side of the mat. You're still in child's pose. You're just going to stretch, pulling up from the waist on the left side. Bring your forehead to the mat still. Relax into the mat. As I said, these are your moments to really bring yourself into you and your yoga. We leave all thoughts off of the mat. We just focus on breathing, relaxing, and working our bodies. Inhale. On an exhale, walk your hands over to the left side of the mat. You can place that right hand on your left wrist if you wish. Just feel the stretch from your waist. You want to feel the stretch in your shoulder as well, the right shoulder. Also, guys, girls, remember that Facebook and I think Zoom record in the opposite direction. So listen to my cues. Work the left side of the body, work the right side of the body, not how you see me on the screen. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, Kimberly. Inhale. On an exhale, rise up into tabletop. Shoulders, elbows over wrists. Nice flat back as though you're balancing a glass of water on your back. I'm going to do my regular traditional class for Sunday, as it targets the body all over. We get to balance, work hard, get the heart rate up, deep stretching, and final Shavasana. Inhale, look up at the ceiling for cow pose. Drop the tummy towards the mat. Push on those hands. Always remember shoulders, elbows, wrists. Exhale for cat pose. Push your spine towards the ceiling. Drop your head towards the mat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. So remembering that yoga is breath to movement. We inhale, we deepen, we exhale, we lengthen. Also, our breath to movement means how you move, that's your pace. So you inhale for cow, you use the whole of that inhale, you reach the top of your cow, then you come back into your exhale for cat pose. So another way to think of it is you inhale to prepare, and then you move as you exhale. So inhale, exhale. Arching the back, still keep pushing on those hands, fingers spread wide, shoulders, elbows, wrists. Coming back into tabletop, we're going to thread the needle. So place all of the weight on that left hand. Raise the right hand to the ceiling, palm facing away. Push on that left hand, always remember shoulder, elbow, wrist. Inhale, on an exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left. Relax the right shoulder to the mat, right ear to the mat. Left hand supports you. If you want to take it further, you can release the left hand behind your waist, hand in your hip crease. If you want to take it deeper, you can raise that left leg to the ceiling, pointing the left toe. We're just going to hold our body in the pose and focus on breathing. So we're stretching your right shoulder. If you raise your leg, you're using your left quad to work the pose, and your core is keeping you in the balance. If you raise your leg, release the left knee to the mat. Release the left hand to the mat, coming back into tabletop for everybody, so unthread your needle. Take a breath here, preparing to thread the needle on the other side. So with the weight on the right hand this time, left hand up to the ceiling. Inhale, on an exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right. Release your left shoulder, left ear to the mat. Fingers relax on the mat of the left hand. Right hand supports you, or you can release your right hand behind your waist. If you wish, you can raise the right leg towards the ceiling, point those toes, using your core to keep you in your balance. Release the right knee to the mat, right hand to the mat, coming back to tabletop. Take a breath here. Rising up into tabletop. Flip the toes into the mat. We're going to push up into our first downward dog. So push those hips high, walk in your dog. Bend the left knee, bend the right knee. Think about the shape of your downward dog. Nice deep V shape. While we're walking our dog, we want to relax our heels towards the mat. So drop both heels towards the mat or on the mat, depends on your range of movement in your ankles. Push your hips towards the ceiling, chest towards your thighs, ears between your biceps. Just take a couple of breaths here. Feel your downward dog working from your toes to your fingertips. Inhale. On an exhale, we're going to roll forward into a high plank. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, you're high on your toes. Lower yourselves to the mat for chaturanga, elbows close to the side. Flip the toes flat on the mat. Pushing up into upward facing dog, you're gazing forward. If you want to take this further, you can come up with those lines, more the fronts of your toes. Flip the toes, push back into a downward dog. Take 2 breaths here, then we're going to roll forward again into a chaturanga. So inhale, on an exhale, roll forward, high plank, chaturanga. Lower your elbows down, close to the side, flip the toes. Pushing on your hands, upward facing dog. Inhale, on an exhale, look over your left shoulder to your left heel. Gentle spinal twist while we're in the back bend. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, look over your right shoulder to your right heel. Coming back into upward facing dog. Flip the toes, nice and controlled. Push back and up into your downward dog. Always being aware of your downward dog. We use it as transitions to link sequence to sequence, but it works every muscle in our body. So feel it from your toes to your fingertips. Push the chest towards your thighs, suck your core in, feel your shoulders, feel every part of you. Walk, step, jump, tiptoe, however you need to get there. Meet me at the top of the mat in a forward fold. We're just going to stand this forward fold for the moment to feel the pose. So just release your hands to the mat. Knees can be soft, they don't have to be locked out. Top of the head's falling towards the floor, you're gazing towards your ankle. Eyes can be closed whenever you wish, whatever you need for you. Push those hips high. All of your weight is on the front of your feet, almost coming off of your heels. That's where your forward fold should be. Place your hands on your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, gazing forward. Exhale, forward fold. Release your hands to the mat. Grabbing opposite elbows for ragdoll. Just going to swing from side to side. Nice and gentle. Release your hands to the mat. Inhale, reverse one dive. So inhale, bring those hands to the side, up towards the ceiling. Palms touching, interlace your fingers. Inhale, I'm just turning to the side so you can see me. Inhale, reach those hands high. Exhale, hinging from your waist. Reaching over to the right side, push your hips to the left. That's better. I'm not looking at you on the side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reach your hands over to the left side, push your hips to the right. Gaze up that right elbow maybe. Remember, inhale to deepen, exhale to lengthen. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, trace your fingers along the ceiling towards the back. Push your hips towards the front, weight still on the front of your feet. Gentle back bend, be mindful, we're still early on in our practice. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release your hands to the mat, forward fold. Just let it hang. Feel your stretch on your hamstrings, the back of your legs. Walk your hands to the top of the mat, leaning back in a downward dog. So your toes are at the back, hands at the top, deep V shape. Take a nice deep breath here. Let it out through the mouth. Raise the right leg high. You want to step into warrior one. Right foot at the top of the mat in between your hands. Flip the left foot so you're pushing on the back of the mat. Inhale, hinge and rise. Reach your hands towards the front and up towards the ceiling, palms facing in. Right knee stacked over the right ankle. You're pushing on that back foot so you're stretching the mat. Nice warrior one, girls. Inhale. On an exhale, just sink a little deeper. Feel your edge for you, your warrior one. Inhale, on an exhale, give me a gentle back bend. Reach those hands towards the back, shine the heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, ears between the biceps, arms parallel with the floor. You're looking at that right toe. Release the left hand inside your right foot, right hand to the sky, palm facing away. Look up towards that right thumb. Still keep the right knee stacked over the right ankle. Release your right hand to the right side, coming back into a low lunge. Pivot on those left toes. Right foot meets left. You can step back into a downward dog or you can take a chaturanga. If you take a chaturanga, lower those elbows to the back, to the arms by your side. Flip the toes, upward facing dog. Take a breath here. Feel the back bend. Flip the toes, push back into a downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here, then we're going to do warrior one on the left side. Always working to your own pace. Raise that left leg high. Stepping into warrior one. Left foot at the top of the mat. Flip the right foot so it's pushing against the mat. Some of us may be parallel if you've got a slight angle for the range of movement, that's fine. Inhale, reach the hands towards the front and up towards the ceiling. Left knee stacked over the left ankle. Push on that back foot. Inhale, on an exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale, on an exhale, reaching your hands towards the back. Keep that left knee pushing to the front. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, ears between the biceps. We're using the core and the quad here. Right hand inside the left foot, left hand to the ceiling, palm facing away. Push on that right hand, reach the left hand higher. Release the left hand to the left side, we're coming back in a low lunge on the left side. Pivot those right toes. Left foot meets right, you can step back into a downward dog or take a chaturanga. Then we're all going to meet back in the downward dog. Listen to your body and what it needs. Be honest with yourself. If you need to do a downward dog, take the downward dog. You need a chaturanga, use it. If you need a break, push back into child's pose or sit on the mat. Listen to what your body needs, it tells you what it needs. That's why we say no egos on the mat. Take a couple of breaths in downward dog. Walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of the mat. So you're going to meet me in a forward fold. Release the left hand in front of the left foot. Bend the left knee, keep the right leg straight, raise the right hand to the sky or the ceiling, palm facing away. If you want to deepen this pose, increase the bend on the left knee, raise that right hand higher. Remember to use your breath to movement. Inhale, lengthen your pose on your exhale. Switching sides, release the right hand in front of the right foot, bend the right knee, straighten the left leg, raise the left hand to the ceiling, palm facing away. Release both hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, gazing forward, suck your core in. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Let's come back into downward dog. Nice deep V shape. Release your knees to the mat. Keep those toes tucked into the mat. We're going to walk our hands back. We're going to sit back on our heels and stretch the soles of our feet. Hands to heart center. Shoulders back. Just take a few moments here to stretch our toes. So hips, shoulders over hips, hips over heels. Just breathe. Gazing forward. Release your hands to the mat, release your toes to the mat. Maybe tap those toes out, get the blood flowing back in. Flip the toes into the mat, pushing up into the downward dog. Walk, step, jump. Meet me at the top of the mat in a forward fold. However you wish to get there, drop your head towards the mat. Inhale, reverse one dive. Swing those arms out to the side, reach them high towards the ceiling. Palms touching, hands to heart center. Release your hands by your side, palms facing forward. Separate your feet, hip width distance apart. Arms are reaching forward. Shoulder height, fingers squeezed together. Inhale, on an exhale, you're going to sit back into awkward pose. Push those hips back, keep the shoulders back, but you're reaching forward, suck the core in. You want to go deeper, inhale, move on your exhale. Focus on breathing, you're working your quads here, your core, your glutes. Still keeping the hands reaching forward, slowly rise. All those quads and glutes working as we rise. Tuck your tailbone in. Woo, I can feel that. Take a breath at the top. We're going to raise our heels, so you're going to be on tiptoes, shoulders over hips. Still reaching forward, core tucked in. If you wish, you want to deepen pose by bending our knees. So imagine you sliding down a straight, flat wall. Keep high on those heels, shoulders over hips. Suck the core in, but breathing. Focus on breathing. Gazing forward, the higher on the toes, the easier the pose. Release your heels to the mat, slowly rise. Release your hands by your side, palms facing forward. Take a couple of breaths here. If you've got water beside you, take a drink if you need it. And breathe. Release your hands to the mat. Step back into the downward dog. So meet me back in your downward dog. We're going to move into a warrior two flow. So push those hips high. Make that V shape work for you. Inhale, on an exhale. Raise the right leg high, step the right foot to the top of the mat, just like warrior one. Right foot's in between your hands, flip the left foot to push against the mat. Inhale, hinge and rise, arms out to the side, warrior two. Squeeze those fingers together, still keeping that right knee stacked over your right ankle. Push them on the back foot, chest is open to the side. Gaze down your right middle finger. Flip the right palm, reverse your warrior. Left hand down the back leg, right hand can reach towards the ceiling or beyond. Still keep the right knee tracking to the front. Sometimes as we reverse our arms, our warrior, we slip out on that front knee. Keep the front knee centered over your toes as well. We don't want the hip coming out. It needs to be centered over those toes and directly above your ankle. Coming back into warrior two arms. Straighten that front leg and preparing for triangle pose, Trikonasana. Palms face the left side. Inhale, on exhale, release your right hand in front of your right ankle, left hand reaching to the ceiling. So the left hand, left shoulder stacks over right. Look up towards that left arm. So your hand can hover, or you can place your hand on your ankle, wherever you need to be for you. Release the left hand beside, so left bicep beside left ear. So that left arm is parallel with the floor, fingers squeezed together. Bring the right hand up parallel. I'm going to feel your core kicking in here. Inhale, hinge and rise. Release your arms shoulder high, fingers squeezed together, palms facing down. Right foot parallel with the left, you're going to swan dive down for a wide straddle stretch. I'm going to turn to a slight angle so you can see me. Drop your head towards the mat. Release those hands towards the mat. Knees can be soft here or straight. Listen to your edge, no one else's. So you're gazing through your legs. Eyes can be closed. All of your weight is on the front of your feet. Push those hips high. Release your hands flat on the mat underneath or fingertips. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, gazing forward. If you're like me, my arms are slightly short, you can place your hands on your hips because the intention is a flat back, gazing forward, suck the core in. Exhale, forward fold, just let it go. Place your hands on your hips. Inhale, hinge and rise. Feel the quads working, feel the glutes working. Interlace your hands behind your back, squeeze those elbows together. Inhale, on an exhale, we're going to forward fold again. Drop your head towards the mat. Reach those hands so that your hands are stacked above your shoulders. You want to feel your delts, you want to feel your chest opening. Gaze through your legs. Weights on the front of your feet. Release your hands on your hips. Inhale, hinge and rise. Roll those shoulders back. Pivot your feet to face the front. Step the left foot in slightly to shorten your stance. We're preparing for pyramid pose. Raise your hands above your head, palms touching, thumbs crossed, chin to chest. Inhale, on the exhale you're going to forward fold. You can stay in a palm grip straight leg, or you can release your hands and soften your right knee. The intention is to bring your forehead to your right knee. So inhale, on an exhale bring your forehead closer. Maybe you straighten that front right leg. Again, always listen to the edge, just push to your edge. If you separated your hands, bring your palms back together, thumbs crossed. Straighten that front right leg. Inhale, hinge and rise, nice and slow. Trace your hands towards the front, then up towards the ceiling. Release your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, squeeze your elbows together. From the top of our tree, so you're going to place all of the weight on that front right foot by raising the heel on your left toes. You may want to step that left toe in slightly. Inhale, on an exhale, we're going to hinge from the hips. We're going to raise that left foot as we drop the shoulders. The intention is to be parallel with the floor. But just go to an angle where you're still in control and you're able to focus on your breathing. Raise that left leg high, left foot flexed, you're gazing forward. Release your hands to the mat. Step back into a low lunge. Fingers spread wide, hands either side of the mat. Right foot meets left. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Flip the toes. Downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here, then we're going to do warrior two on the left side. So we always work our body evenly on both sides and in all planes of motion. So if we forward bend, we backward bend. If we work the left, we work the right. Inhale, on exhale, raise that left leg high, stepping into warrior two. Left foot at the top of the mat, right foot pushes against the mat, it flips open. Inhale, hinge and rise, arms out to the side, shoulder height. Squeeze those fingers together, left knee stacks over the left ankle. Inhale, on an exhale, deepen your warrior two. Flip the left palm to face the ceiling or the sky. Reverse your warrior, right hand down the back leg, left knee still stacked and pushing towards the front. Coming back into warrior two, arms, straighten that front left leg. Palms face the left side. Inhale, on an exhale, release your left hand inside your left ankle, right hand stacked above your right shoulder. Look up at that right thumb. Just breathe, reach higher, always using your inhales and exhales to work your pose. So inhale, we deepen, exhale, we lengthen. Right biceps and right ear, so your right hand, arms parallel with the floor. Left hand comes up parallel with the right. Inhale, hinge and rise. Arms shoulder high, fingers squeezed together. Left foot parallel with the right. Swan dive down for a wide straddled stretch. So I'm looking at you now through my legs. Weights on the front of your feet. Inhale, on an exhale, deepen your pose, let your head fall closer to the mat. Knees can be soft or straight. Just deepen the pose for you. Just let it go. Place your hands on your hips. Inhale, hinge and rise. Pivot your heels to point in, toes to point out. I'm going to turn to the side. You may want to turn to the side. I'm not sure how you're facing your cameras. So I'm going to turn around to you. So heels point in, toes point out. Hands to heart centre. We're simply going to squat down. Shoulders over hips. Tailbone tucked in. Inhale. On an exhale, maybe sink a little deeper. You're never taking yourself too seriously. Just focus on you. The reason I'm saying that is I've just seen my profile. Focus on breathing, shoulders back. Slowly release your quads. Keep the hands to heart center. Take a breath at the top. You really need this. Just focus on breathing. Relax those shoulders. Keep the hands to heart center. Inhale. On exhale, we're going to squat down again. Raise the left heel. You're going to sink into that left knee. So you're going to feel the calf working as well as your thighs. Release the left heel, raise the right heel. Release the right heel. We're going to raise both heels. So keep the shoulders back. Use your breath for movement. Inhale. Raise, rise. On your exhale, keep those shoulders back. You're going to tremble. You're working your quads and your glutes and your core. Release your heels. Slowly rise. Forward fold, parallel your feet and just hang and breathe. Just let it go. And then come back to the way you'll be facing. Place your hands on your hips. Inhale, hinge and rise. Pivot your feet to face the front. Step that right foot in, shorten your stance. Raise your hands above your head, palms touching, thumbs crossed. Chin to chest, preparing for pyramid pose. Inhale, on exhale, hinging from your waist. Palm grip, straight leg. Or you can release your hands, separate your hands, bring your forehead to your knee. You can soften your left knee. Inhale, on exhale, bring your forehead closer towards your left knee. Just let it go. And again, take another inhale, push to your edge on your exhale. Bring your palms back together, thumbs crossed, straighten that front left leg. Using your core and your glutes, inhale, hinge and rise. Trace your hands towards the front and up towards the ceiling. Release your hands behind your back. Interlace those fingers, preparing for toppling tread. You're placing all the weight on that left foot, so imagine it has four corners. Raise the right heel. Squeeze those hands together, reaching towards the back. Gazing forward, inhale, on an exhale, you're going to tip from the hips, raising that right heel as you drop your shoulders, still gazing forward. If you start to wobble, come back to where you felt strong and secure. Take another breath and maybe deepen your pose on your exhale. Always moving to your edge where you can still focus on breathing. Slowly rise. Right foot meets left. Release your hands by your side. Roll those shoulders back. Take a breath. If you need to take a sip of water, please remember, if you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. You should be sipping just little and often, not when you really need it. You should be hydrated. I'm not saying I always practice what I preach. And I'm using more energy, so I'm getting dry. I've also got the air conditioning off so that it's not noisy for you to hear me, so I'm sweating. So whenever you're ready, hands to heart centre, coming back into focus. Raise your hands above your head, palms facing away. We're preparing to go into standing bug. So I normally start with the right side, but I'm going to do the left because it's near the camera. So release your left elbow into your waist or your hip crease. Right hand still reaching up towards the ceiling, palm facing away from you. Bend the left leg back, reach inside your left ankle, so fingers and thumbs on the outside. Pull the left knee to touch the right, your left shoulder will come open slightly. Right hand still reaching up towards the ceiling. Inhale, on an exhale, you're going to tip from the hips to standing bow. Nice and slow, just coming to where you can feel your edge and you're in control. Again, just like toppling tree, if you start to wobble, come back to where you feel strong and you're able to focus on breathing. If you fall out, you come back in, that's why it's a yoga practice. Again, no egos on the mat. Slowly rise, hinge from the hips, release your left foot to meet the right, arms by your side, palms facing forward. Relax those shoulders and breathe. Nice practice, Kimberly. And everyone. Raise those hands above the head, palms facing forward, reaching nice and high, standing bow on the right side. Right elbow into your right waist or hip crease. Push the right foot back, bending with your knee. Reach your hands inside your ankle and then fingers and thumbs on the outside. Pull the right knee towards your left. Inhale, on an exhale, tipping from the hips. Reaching your left hand forward, push that right foot higher. Gazing down your left middle finger. As I said, always coming to your edge. Slowly rise, hinging from the hips, right foot meets left, arms by your side, palms facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, on an exhale, forward fold. Release your hands to the mat, step back into a downward dog. We're going to go into some core work. Take a couple of breaths here, really stretch yourself, push those hips high. Heels relaxed onto the mat, in between biceps. Inhale, on an exhale, roll forward into a high plank. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, toes are separated by 2 fist widths distance apart. Top of the head pointing towards your wall or the front of your room, you're gazing at your mat. Remember shoulder, elbows, wrists, back pulling. Feel your quads working, feel your calves working, your core. Every muscle in your body's working here. Push back, relax back into a downward dog. Nice deep inhale. On an exhale, roll forward again, high plank. Place your right hand in the centre of the mat. We're going to pivot off to the side for a side plank. So you're going to pivot on those toes. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. If you want, the right knee can be on the mat. You're pushing that left foot at the back of the mat. If you want to be a complete side plank, right toes are in parallel with the left hand stacked directly above your left shoulder. You want to take it further, left bicep, this side left ear. Push those hips high, try and stay stacked over your right wrist. Come back into a high plank. Take a breath here. Place the left hand in the centre of the mat. Pivot off to your left side. Left knee can be on the mat, pushing on that right foot. Or left foot meets right. Right shoulder stacked over left. Right biceps and right ear. If you want to big in your toe. Pivot back into a downward dog. Push those hips back. Take a couple of breaths in the downward dog. Nice deep inhales. You should feel that. Our planks work every muscle in our body, so our heart rate should be pumping. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, on an exhale, roll forward. Come down onto your forearms, forearm plank. Interlace your fingers and thumbs. You're still high on those toes, but you're hovering just above the mat. Top of the head's pointing away, you're looking at your fists. Focus on breathing. Hold the pose, not your breath. You may tremble, we're working every muscle in our body again. 2 more breaths and then we're going to relax down to the mat. Whenever you're ready, release your hips to the mat. Chest to the mat, arms by your side, palms facing the ceiling. Right ear or left ear on the mat. Just let it go. Gentle breathing. Bring your arms out to the side like aeroplane wings. Palms facing down. Bring your toes together as though your legs are one. Bring your forehead to the mat. Inhale. On an exhale, raise your hands towards the ceiling. Raise that chest off the floor. Raise your toes off the floor. We're in a back bend. Maybe look up at the ceiling. Don't hold your breath. Very tempting to hold the breath on this one. We're using every muscle from our toes to our fingertips. We're extending every muscle in our body. Let it go. Relax to the mat. Again, focus on breathing. Let that heart rate come down. Place your hands either side of your rib cage. Palms facing down, fingers spread wide. Inhale. On an exhale, push back into a wide child's pose. Separate your knees, relax them out. Gentle breathing. Take a few breaths here. I'm coming closer to the camera now. You can hear me and see me in the centre there. Slowly rise, sit back on your heels. Place your hands on your thighs, shoulders back, gazing forward. Just take a few relaxed breaths here. Fill the lungs up after we're doing that forward fold from child's pose. Separate your knees. We're going to rise up onto our knees for camel pose. Hands in the small of your back, fingers facing down, pinky fingers touching. Squeeze those elbows together. Inhale, on an exhale, we're just going to push those hips forward, keep squeezing those elbows together, release your head towards the back, support your spine, and just trust yourself, relax your neck, and focus on breathing. Slowly rise, supporting your spine, sit back on your heels. Place your hands on your thighs, palms facing the ceiling. Still gazing forward. Focus on breathing and feel the magic of the camel pose. When we're in camel pose, we're working the heart chakra. When we're in that back bend and we release the head, it can cause you to feel vulnerable, and that's when you release all those emotions. Some people feel dizzy when they do it, some people feel emotional. So just try and feel the magic of it, relax, keep those hands nice and relaxed. Raise your hands above your head, palms touching, thumbs crossed. We're going to move into a half tortoise. So inhale, on an exhale, hinging from your hips. You're going to land on the blade of your hands. Your arms are not touching the mat. Push those hands to the top of the mat. Release your head below your biceps. This is a half tortoise pose. Again, relax into it. So we're reversing the back bend of camel pose. We're compressing our organs, which will flush all of your toxins out. Stretching the spine, you're releasing the core. Just let it go. Still keeping those palms together, thumb grip. Using your core, inhale, hinge and rise. Reach those hands high towards the ceiling, stretch the spine. Then release your hands by your side, palms facing forward. Or by your side, just relax in here. Take a breath. And we're doing on time. Release your feet to the top of the mat, however you need to get there. Use your right hand to support your left hand. Toes are flexed. Push the calves and the quads into the mat. Shoulders back. Hands by your side. Fingers spread wide. Staff pose. Raise your hands above your head, palms facing you. Inhale, on an exhale, forward fold. When you're reaching towards your toes, your hands can be on the mat, wherever they need to be for you, wherever you forward fold. We're all proportioned differently. Just relax your head and your torso towards your knees or beyond. Remember, inhale to deepen, exhale to lengthen. So if your hands are on your toes, don't pull on it, don't make it happen, just let it happen. Inhale, almost just sigh into your pose, just let it go. Slowly rise, hands by your side, by your hips. Release your left leg out to the side, left foot flex, right foot coming into your inner thigh. So we're stretching the hamstrings together, but we're going to stretch the spine from the side. Raise those hands above your head, palms facing in. Inhale, on an exhale, pivot and forward fold over your left leg. So it's another forward fold, but we're stretching the right side of our body, the right side of our spine. Again, relax towards your left knee or your left thigh. Slowly rise, release the right leg out to the side, right foot flex. You should feel that when the knee's been in a compression. Left foot comes into the inner thigh. Release your left knee to the mat. Raise your hands above your head, palms facing in. Inhale, on an exhale, pivot and forward fold over your right leg. Again, just relax into it, don't force it, just let it go, let it happen. Slowly rise. Release both feet towards the top of the mat. Hands by your side, palms facing down. Take a breath here, shoulders back. Pull your heels in towards your hips. Reach your hands towards the ceiling, palms facing in. Inhale, on an exhale, raise those toes off of the floor, lower the shoulders so you're hitting your core. Gazing forward, focus on breathing. If you want to deepen this pose, raise those toes higher, lower the shoulders, keep those hands reaching high. Gaze at your toes, focus on breathing. Release your feet to the mat, hug both knees, grabbing opposite elbows, bring your forehead to your neck for both knees. So we're stretching the spine, we're releasing the core here, we're stretching your delts, the shoulders, spine, your back. Just relax your forehead to your neck. Slowly rise. Shuffle towards the top of the mat. We're going to move down, or we're going to lay down afterwards. We're going to hit the core for one last time. Reach your hands forward, shoulder height, palms facing in. Bring your knees to your chest. Gazing forward, inhale, on an exhale, push your toes away, lower the shoulders, hold the pose. You're gazing at your toes, you're holding your pose but not your breath. Inhale, on an exhale, push those toes away, lower the shoulders, hold the pose. One more time, inhale, on an exhale, your heels are just hovering above the mat. You're looking at your toes, your hands are reaching towards the top of the mat, towards your toes. Let it go, relax to the mat. Just let it go. Take a couple of breaths here. Pull your knees into your chest, hug both knees so it relaxes the core. You can interlace your fingers, rocking from side to side. Try and keep those shoulders flat on the mat. Release your feet to the mat so they're flat on the mat but your knees are still bent. Bring your arms out to the side like aeroplane wings, palms facing down. Inhale, on an exhale, you're just going to roll your knees to the right side of your mat. They don't have to touch the floor. You're just going to twist the spine. Then you're going to look to your left hand, so you're twisting the spine in two different directions. Keep the shoulders on the mat. It doesn't matter if those knees don't touch the floor. The knees are just guiding the twist. Inhale, roll your knees back to center. Exhale, release your knees to the left side, look to your right hand. Inhale, come back to centre. Feet are flat on the floor, knees are still bent. Sweep your arms by your side, palms on the mat, arms on the mat. Push your feet up towards the ceiling, toes flexed towards your chest. We're going to use the core for the very last time. So remember, use your breath to movement. Inhale. On an exhale, at your own pace with your exhale, you're going to lower your heels to the mat. So don't use your ego here. You move with your breath. You will feel the bite as your heels get close to the mat. Once those heels touch the mat, let it go. We're going into our final Shavasana. Nice control, everyone. Just release your toes to the mat. This is your time to relax. So I want you to relax your toes to the side. If you want, your toes can touch, you can release your knees to the side, you can be straight and flat on the mat. Wherever you need to be for your Shavasana. All I will ask of you is that I want you to relax from your toes creeping all the way up to your mind. More importantly is to let your mind go. If your mind is free, your body is free. So this is your moment, this is your Shavasana. Well, everyone's looking very relaxed, so I am going to go quiet in a moment. So just listen to your body, not your mind in this moment. Free the mind, let it go. Relax and breathe from your toes to your fingertips. Roll over onto your left side, curl up in the ball, use your right hand to support you, your knees are going to be soft towards your chest. So just like when we sleep, you can use palms together, left ear on the palms, wherever you need to be for you. This is your moment, your Shavasana. So take these last few moments, then we're going to come up into a seated position. Take a couple of breaths here. When you're ready, use your right hand to push yourself up into a seated position. Legs crossed, lotus pose, or whatever you want to do for you. Hands on your knees. Roll those shoulders. Release your right ear to your right shoulder. Left ear to the left shoulder. Come back to center. Roll your chin to your right shoulder, down to your chest, up to your left shoulder. So in a circular motion. Pulse at the top, reverse direction. So whichever way you started. Feel the neck, around my neck's cracking. Come back to center. We're going to do one more spinal twist. Place the left hand on the outside of your right knee. Right hand behind your spine, fingers facing away, right hand flat on the mat. Inhale, on an exhale, you just want to look over that right shoulder. You want to deepen this pose, use your breath for movement. You can pull on the right knee, look deeper over that right shoulder. Still holding this pose, look over your left shoulder. Coming back to center, use your hands to both knees, take a breath, and we move on to the other side. So left hand behind your spine, fingers facing away, right hand on the left knee. Inhale, on an exhale, look over that left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. Coming back to center, just slowly release the spine, hands on your knees, shoulders back. Bringing your hands to heart center for your final few moments. Shoulders back, eyes can be closed. Just thinking of you, relax those shoulders and breathe. As I said, eyes can be closed. So just honour yourself for stepping on the mat on this Sunday morning. For giving time to your mind, your body and your soul. As always, it's a pleasure to teach and give yoga. My name is Ali. Thank you and namaste.